We're back. Remy, Kasey, 92.3 WIL, our Boots and Bourbon series, and we're starting it off with you, Justin Moore. What's up, man?
I know boots and bourbon.
Yeah.
So I'm good, man. It's so good to be back out on the road and being in this area, which I love and have been here 1,000 times with you guys. It's awesome.
Here's what I got to say. The energy in that room tonight is phenomenal. Like, I've never been in a venue before that when the people were coming in, they were cheering. So you got
Really?
the energy tonight.
Thank God. We need it. We need all the help we can get. So I understand that this is the first in this series, correct?
Yep.
There's no pressure, right? But no, we're so excited, especially on the heels of what we've all been through over the past 16, 18 months, whatever it's been, and blessed that we all came through it unscathed, as much so as we could, and to be out playing music again is, I think now all artists, and maybe everybody in our business, not that we didn't before, but I think we all appreciate it more than ever. So
Sure. You and I, we're dads.
We are.
Got a lot of time to spend with the family over the past year or so. Do you, and Kasey gives me crap for this all the time, take pride in your lawn?
I take pride in paying somebody to keep it looking good.
I like that answer.
It's funny because while we didn't know how long we were going to be off. When it first started, I remember my bus driver dropping me off, and I said, hell, I'll see you in a couple of weeks when all this stuff calms down.
Yeah.
And that turned into, damn near 2 years. And so I did my lawn for a long time until I got super busy with my career. And then I just said, there's no way I can take care of my pool and my lawn. I just can't do it. I would come home, and the grass is this high, and the pool's green. And so finally I relinquished those duties, and I loved mowing. It's like a zen place for me.
Exactly. See, that's what
I really, really enjoy
That's
it.
what I tell her, because I have some great ideas when I'm mowing the lawn.
Yeah.
I'm just out there. I'm striping the lawn.
You put the headphones in, listen to
Exactly.
music,
Yeah.
listen to WIL,
Yes.
do whatever. Had I known it was going to go this length of time, I would have gotten back on my lawnmower and taken care of my lawn, but I didn't know.
You never really know when it's going to end.
Never
If
know.
you need a lawn boy, I mean, I'm your guy.
You look more like a pool boy to me.
I mean, I'll wear the Speedo.
Okay, okay.
I'll advance.
So you guys were off the road for so long. Was it during quarantine when you guys started your podcast?
It was, yeah. It was, it was kind of a thought bubble for a long time. My tour manager and longtime great friend, who's right here, JR.
He walked in and I was like, man, I feel like I've met him, but I don't know why. That's why, from
That's
the podcast.
handler. There he is, right there in the flesh. We talked about for a long time, hey, this would be fun to do, but always used the excuse that we didn't have time to do it, because of our jobs and me having 4 kids at home. And certainly we didn't have that excuse any longer when all this, came about. And I said, you know what, man, let's just do it. All it takes is us get a couple mics and a couple little equipment pieces and a camera here or there. And if people like it, great. And if they don't, no big deal. But I felt as though I had to be doing something that I felt was like somewhat close to what I did for work.
Somewhat creative and like connecting with the fans.
And I thought it'll help us stay in touch with the fans. And the only thing long form that we have the opportunity to do is play shows on stage.
Mm-hmm.
When we talk to you guys, typically it's for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Whether it be in person or an interview over the phone or whatever. And I thought that it would create an opportunity for that. I'm terrible on social media, so I thought maybe it'll help in that department.
Right. And I feel like it helps them get to know you better. Is there...
And some of the inside baseball stuff, I think people would enjoy. Backstage is actually pretty boring. I mean, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's just a lot of little things like that. So it's been, to wrap a bow or put a bow on it, it's been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed it. We're not certainly we're not professionals like you guys on that side of the microphone, but we've had a lot of fun with it and caught up with a lot of really neat people.
Yeah, I feel like as long as you're having fun, the audience knows and they're having fun too. Is
Yeah.
there like a dream guest or somebody that you could have on the podcast with you?
Oh,
If
man.
you could pick from anybody.
You know, we had Matthew McConaughey recently.
Oh, yeah.
And
He's great.
it was that was pretty incredible, and I really still don't understand why he said yes to doing it. But he was fun, and we've had a ton of country acts on. But my favorite country artist has always been Dwight Yoakam. I would love to have
yeah.
him on. I think he's an interesting guy. JR, you got a dream guest that you would like to have on?
I mean, Bo Cephas always, but that would be interesting for sure. But Alan Jackson, we're working on that now.
Oh, are you really? That's a lot of fun.
That'd be great. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
That's
So-
a great one. Here, I'll get this back to you.
As we're talking about just having absolutely no time, and especially, your schedule is going to fill up now for the summer and into this year. Kasey is a DIY flipper of furniture in her free time.
Oh, nice.
I take care of coral reef aquariums in my basement. Do you have a vice or a niche?
Wait, we can't gloss over that. What the hell does that even mean?
And as soon as
you
he
say
says
that
it,
so casually,
everybody's
like
faces.
everybody knows what that means and is, and I mean that
Don't get him
maybe is the
started,
most
though. He'll
random
really get
thing
to
I've ever
going.
heard of in my
I
life.
don't really want to get it too far into it, but basically coral from the ocean. So there's a whole hobby
Yeah, I know what coral is.
so
but-
that you can grow it in home aquariums. So I have a little farm in my basement.
you have a coral farm.
Yeah, I'm helping the world.
So you're going to be the next guest on our podcast to talk coral farming.
let's go. I mean,
Okay,
we can
yeah.
go deep if you want. But is there like a vice, or is there something you collect? Guitars, cars, what is it?
Do it? Nothing really. Guns.
Guns?
Yeah, I
Okay,
guess
yeah.
guns maybe would be the one thing.
Cowboy hats? How many of those do you have?
Oh gosh.
How many hats?
Hundreds. I've probably got. I have my own line of cowboy hats, so they just send me boxes upon boxes full of them. Boots. I probably have 150 pair of boots, maybe, or something stupid like that. Some of them I've retired, but yeah, guns. I guess I probably got 60-ish, maybe.
I always like to
guns.
go for, because in the coral universe, we sell anemones.
It grows in the ocean.
It grows in the ocean, but it also grows in my basement. Sometimes we'll sell those things for $2,000 a piece. So what?
I am in the wrong business. I'm telling you.
What gun have you paid the most for?
You know what's funny about it is the guns are not the most expensive part of the whole setup. The scopes are.
Okay, yeah.
If that, not
The
to dodge the
optics.
question, but gun wise, probably $1,000. But I've paid $4,000 for a scope
Okay.
or the optics.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Well, that's a
so
vice.
the most expensive
Guns are a vice.
setup I have probably, I don't know, $5,000.
Okay.
Something like that.
Nice. So my wife is a ballet instructor and has never really forced our daughter into, who is 5, she'll be 6, never forced her into dancing because she wants her to come to her with that. If she
Right.
wants to dance, she can dance.
Yeah,
whatever.
don't push it on her.
You've got
Yeah.
kids. If they came to you and said, I want to be a musician, maybe that's already happened. Are you there to support that? Or are you there to be this business,
I don't know that I would in my heart if I'm hoping for that.
Yeah.
Because I think regardless of what business you're in, the
pros and cons.
the pros and cons, and most importantly the cons.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't know that I would love that idea, but if that's what they want to do, I would obviously support them. And thankfully that hasn't happened as of yet. So fingers crossed that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Right now they're into sports, which I absolutely love and am totally on board with. So
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for being our first
Thank you,
show
guys.
for Boots
Yeah.
and Bourbon. We're so excited. Shout out to Bullet Bourbon, Frontier Whiskey for sponsoring
And
these
Bullet's
shows.
good.
And Bullet's
Too.
good,
It's good.
most importantly. All right,
so
so
thank you guys for
have a
having me.
great
I really
show.
appreciate it.